As full-size trucks continue to be the top-selling segment here in America, an all-new version of the Silverado is a pretty big deal. I'm at the 2018 North American International Auto Show, and this is the 2019 Silverado. Let's take a first look. So last month, Chevy actually surprised everyone when they showed off the all-new Silverado, and here at the Detroit Auto Show, they're finally giving us the full specs of the all-new truck. Now, this particular nameplate has always been the second best-selling unit, right behind the Ford F-150. However, when you combine the sales of this and its GMC twins, sales numbers actually come pretty close. Now, you can see the design of the new Silverado is probably one of the most controversial elements of the new truck. I don't know if I particularly love it. This is an all-new trim this year called the Z71 Trail Boss Edition. It has its own unique front fascia with the black accents. It really contrasts with the red color. I love the full LED headlights with the LED daytime running lights that you get. It's just a little bit crazy with the design with all the black portions here on the grille going into the bumper. If you guys look at the other trim, like that one over there, it's a little bit more, I guess, less aggressive versus this one. Now, you can see here the Z71 Trail Boss, kind of think of it as a Ram Rebel competitor. It has its own unique set of wheels and tires. These are big off-road tires with its own unique set of black wheels. It also has a lift kit versus the standard Silverado to give you a little bit more ground clearance. So when you look at the actual proportions of the new Silverado, it's a lot bigger than the old model. Chevy says they increased the wheelbase by about 2 inches, and it's about 4 inches longer overall to give you more space in the back seat. The Silverado is actually the first truck, at least before Ram showed us the new 1500, that has a new power tailgate. You can actually open this for your remote function. This is the first in the segment, but unfortunately Dodge just added, or Ram just added it for the new Ram. And honestly, the truck's size in here, the bed is huge. This one in particular has the spray-in bed liner, and the space here is just massive, so it's a really usable sized bed compared to some of the competitors. Earlier I showed you guys the Trail Boss. This is the more mainstream LT version. Instead of the black accents that you saw on the Trail Boss, which is a little bit much, this one has the chrome, the traditional chrome accents. It's got still the LED headlights with an LED daytime running light. And I actually think the front end looks a little bit better on this. The Trail Boss was a little bit overwhelming for me with all the black, but I think a lot of truck buyers are still going to think it looks like a Silverado. It's definitely a unique front fascia. Now, underneath the hood, Chevy is actually offering 3 powertrains. It's going to be 2 gasoline V8 engines, a 5.3 and a 6.2, small block of course, and then there's an all-new 3-liter Duramax straight 6 diesel, which is all new for the Silverado, and it's right in time for the new F-150 and then the upcoming Ram Eco Diesel. Now, the Silverado is a lot lighter this year. It's about 500 pounds lighter because Chevy was able to incorporate aluminum and steel into the overall structure, which makes it lighter and makes it stronger. Chevy says that they use steel in strategic places and then aluminum on the doors and anything that moves to kind of lighten the truck, and then steel to make it stronger on like the frame and the bed. This particular one is the quad cab, or it's the extended cab version. There's also a bigger full-size crew cab, which Chevy says they actually added about 5 inches in overall length and about a 2-inch stretch in the wheelbase. Now, when you want to follow me over to the rear here of the new Silverado, it's got an updated taillight design. This LT version doesn't have the LED taillights that the Trail Boss has, but Chevy was nice enough to keep this tailgate step here, which is huge. You can fit massive boots there if you guys need to get up into the bed. If you look at the rest of the rear design, there's no actual exhaust on this particular one, although the Trail Boss had its own unique set of dual exhausts. But overall, I think the truck definitely looks more appealing for me in the back, but it's definitely going to stand out in the full-size segment. So for the inside of the new Silverado, Chevy actually went to its customers to ask what they wanted to be changed, and honestly, they told Chevy that they didn't really want that many items changed. So the inside has a much more evolutionary approach versus the exterior, and to be honest, every time I tested the Silverado or the Sierra, I thought the interior was already really nice. It feels a lot more spacious, especially when you count in the wheelbase stretch, which gave it a lot more interior space. This particular one, the Trail Boss model, isn't necessarily the luxury trim, but it has a lot of nice touches. The dash is soft touch here. It is hard plastic on this upper portion here, but a lot of the touch points here are really nice. You have an 8-inch Chevrolet MyLink head unit here with Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. It has lots of knobs and buttons, so everything here is easily reached, and you can use it if you have some gloves on. And I really like the seats also. These are the cloth seats. They're really comfortable, they're supportive. You have a nice commanding view of the road that you kind of expect, when you guys buy a big truck like this. Now, this new truck will go on sale later this year with no pricing yet announced, but expect Chevy to do that at a later date. For Redline Reviews at the 2018 Detroit Auto Show, I'm Sophian Bay.